We are joined today by the Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, Jimmy Cliff. He's got a new single out. It's called Human Touch, coming up on his new album, Bridges. Hey, Jimmy, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, Dustin. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. It's an honor to be speaking with you. Thank you so much for joining me.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much indeed.
Well, Jimmy, I know you've got a new single out, Human Touch. Can you tell the listeners a bit about the new song?
Well, Human Touch is a song I wrote about 2017. Strange thing is that it was, 2017 was before the COVID virus started going around. And so I was looking through what songs I had recorded when it came the time for me to put out a new album. And I saw this one, I say, wow, this is very appropriate for the time, for all that we are going through now. So it became one of the songs on the album, and it became the first single of the album, Human Touch. We all need the human touch.
Yeah, definitely. Human touch is something a lot of us went without for a long time here in the past year or two. And Jimmy, it's been almost 10 years since your last album, Rebirth. Why was now the right time for you to get back in the studio?
Well, I have constantly been in the studio. Like I say, I had many songs recorded and just tucked away. And when it came time to put out a new album, why it took me so long to put out a new album? It's all about the business thing, which is the best company to go with and all of that, and get the best deal, because it's called show business. You got to take care of the side of the business and not just the show. So I finally got a very good deal that I liked with Universal Records, and I put out the album with them.
Awesome. Yeah, the new album, Bridges. How was that for you recording? Were all the songs finished before the album was ready to come out, or did you have to kind of do some of that during the pandemic?
Well, I did quite a number of new songs for the new album, but there was also some other songs, like I was saying, such as Human Touch, which I wrote in 2017, recorded in late 2017, 2018. So some songs were already recorded, and then a lot that I record for this new album.
And I know you have collaborated with so many artists over your career. Is there anyone on the new album here with you that you've worked with?
Yeah, there is one song with a Jamaican singer, Taros Riley. I collaborated on one song with him. And for now, this is the only collaboration, because I said, I'm always writing and recording. And even though all the songs are already chosen for the album, it's likely that I say, hey, I got a new song which I think is great, should go on the new album. Who knows? But all the songs are ready. The album is finished and everything.
Yeah, it's interesting to think when you go back to kind of the beginnings of reggae music and just kind of the themes and, the politics and everything the songs were about. A lot of that stuff, sadly, hasn't changed much. There's still a lot of material out there to write new songs about, it seems.
Yes, we are always commenting on the state of the world. I write about the state of the world, whether it's politics, religion, social life, and all of that. So I comment on all of that. Yes, my first hit song in Jamaica was called Hurricane Hattie, and it was about a hurricane that had demolished Belize, a country called Belize.
Yeah, and I was amazed. I knew you were young, but I didn't know you were as young as you were when you first started out. You were just a kid, really.
I was in my teens, what you call adult, less sense. But I had to develop sensibility for survival at the early stage, because that's how it was. That's how my life was. And when I got my first hit, I was about 16 and a half, somewhere there.
Well, and not too long after that, we're coming up on the 50th anniversary of the film, The Harder They Come. And, in a way, that film, and especially the soundtrack, really the first time a lot of people were exposed to reggae music outside of Jamaica.
Yes, that was a great film for Jamaica, for the world, because it showed the world where Jamaica is coming from. People have always seen Jamaica as a tourist resort, country, but they didn't see the other side of Jamaica. And so they saw the music, they saw the indigenous culture, Rastafari. And, that film did a lot for the whole world. It also made Hollywood looked at Jamaica also as a place to get inspiration from, because lots of movies were inspired by that Harder They Come movie.
Definitely. Well, again, the new album Bridges and the new song Human Touch are out. Do you think you'll be back on the road maybe? Are you going to be playing any shows maybe this year or next year?
I'm looking forward to going on the road, yes. I don't know exactly when, but I'm looking forward to go there and playing a lot of the new songs for the fans and the new people who come to see Jimmy Cliff.
Excellent. Well, Jimmy, as far as nowadays and reggae goes, who is impressing you these days? Are you following anyone, or do you think there's someone out there kind of carrying the torch these days?
Yes, as far as like somebody new, I would look at someone like, what's his name, Chronix. There are a few others, but I do like Chronix because Chronix is carrying the torch of the cultural or the spiritual part of reggae music.
Yeah, you definitely can trace a lot of things back to reggae, a lot of hip hop and just kind of not just the content of the songs, but also, how they sound as well. It's all kind of traced right back to reggae, and a lot of it to you as well.
Indeed, the sound and the beat of reggae is almost in the mainstream of popular music today, because, as you say, hip-hop, and if you listen to reggaeton, if you listen to Afrobeat, and, a lot of the mainstream popular music got its inspiration from reggae.
Wonderful. Again, Jimmy, I'm excited for the new album, and it's been an honor speaking with you today. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much indeed.
And again, that was the one and only Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Jimmy Cliff, and his new album Bridges with the new single Human Touch is out now.